The Louisiana State Capitol, and then we went to the governor's mansion, and now a smaller group has made its way onto the interstate. Governor John Bel Edwards says we're finally coming off the Omicron surge. This is great news, and it smells amazing in here. I mean, my photojournalist was sneezing earlier, and you know what that means. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't season. This memorial sits outside of the apartment complex where little Nevaeh lived. Neighbors holding a balloon release honoring her life. Take a look behind me. This morning, a man somehow ran his car into the front of this house. And we're told that the residents are lucky because they were sleeping just 5 feet away from where the car crashed. I'm going to take a step out the scene so you can see what it looks like. You can see it's still a very active scene. Police were called out here a little after 7 o'clock. If you look towards the back of the store, you can see multiple detectives. It looks like they're trying to gather some surveillance video.
NBC Local 33's Anum Siddiqui joining us live in the studio to explain how this case of mistaken identity suddenly turned deadly. Anum.
Yeah, Renee, state police say deputies went to the Willis home looking for Deon's twin brother. He wasn't there. His mom says Deon went to check who was at the door. She says that's when her life changed forever. Tonight we hear from the mother and see newly released video from the family's attorney.
I hear some aggressive knocks at the door. My family and I are asking, who is it? I had to actually get my younger two children from the front of the house because it was so aggressive and no one would say who they were. I'm picking up the phone to definitely call 911. My 25-year-old who's in the bed resting opened the door and I can see him. I'm in the hallway. I can see him peeping out of the door and attempting to close the door, and I can hear those gunshots.
On January 8th, Baton Rouge Police Department and East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office deputies were at the Springbrook apartment complex in an attempt to locate an alleged kidnapping suspect, Keon Willis. According to Louisiana State Police, Deon Willis was shot when he allegedly showed a gun. He died a short time later.
Once my son was down, I attempted, me being a licensed nurse for 17 years, I attempted to make sure that my son was not bleeding out.
The mother of the twins, Ternell Willis, says she watched her son open the door and never saw a gun in sight. Ternell is demanding answers for the death of her child.
He was a father. His baby girl is 5 years old, very dedicated father. That was his absolute love of his life.
EBRSO says the deputy is back at work and has no prior disciplinary record. The case is now in the hands of the East Baton Rouge District Attorney's Office. Lawyers for the Willis family say they're demanding answers and transparency, starting with any and all body cam footage.
This senseless killing of our children has to stop. It has to stop.
The person deputies were originally looking for, Keon Willis, later turned himself into police. There are still many questions left unanswered. District Attorney Hiller Moore tells me he's working on the investigation right now. Anum Siddiqui, NBC Local 33 News.
All right.
Take a look at this. The price at the pump is not going to drop anytime soon. It's really the people who drive for a living left wondering how much longer can they live like this.
I used to put gas in my car every other day. Now I'm having to put gas in my car every day.
Linda Furlow has delivered for Uber and Grubhub since the pandemic began.
And now because of the gas prices, I've had to cut my hours, so I only do dinner deliveries now.
With the skyrocketing gas prices, she's putting in more money in her tank instead in her wallet. A few months ago, she was averaging $1,000 weekly. Now, she's making around $745 a week.
They are tipping way less. They are really tipping less.
Rideshare and food delivery drivers are now wondering if their pickups are even worth it.
It used to take basically 25 to fill it up, but now I know it takes 40.
EJ Snowden is a part-time DoorDasher. To help ease the burden at the pump, DoorDash is offering 2% cash back for gas. Snowden says that's not enough. He's now finding ways to work smarter, not harder.
I go to an area in which I know that businesses are congested and I don't have to worry about I could just, everything's in the same vicinity.
Gas Buddy reports the national average sits at $4.27. Here in the capital city, the average $4.14. As for furlough, she's considering putting her car in park until the prices at the pump drop. So do you think it's still worth it?
I'm questioning that.
Anum Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
Our Anum Siddiqui joins us live from Baton Rouge Police Headquarters tonight. Anum, what is the family saying about this spike in crime?
Hey Carly, I spoke with Tarika Ricks. She's the twin sister of Maisha Davis. She says she feels lost. She is a twin, so she didn't come to this world alone, and now she doesn't know how to live her life without her best friend.
She was a listener. She loved her daughter.
Maisha Davis was a mother, daughter, friend, and twin sister. Police say Davis's life was cut short on Sunday when her fiancé shot her and then shot himself.
My nephew said, the oldest one, he's the one that walked in after it was over because the two babies were in the bed and he killed her in the bedroom. They were in the bed. And my nephew said, Sissy, I'm going to be okay. As long as I don't remember.
Baton Rouge faced a rash of homicides over the weekend, including 2 suspected murder-suicides, 1 domestic homicide, and a deadly stabbing.
We're probably at around 30 domestic violence or intimate partner-related violence homicides already. So that's a big chunk of that number out of the big number we have just for general murders.
The parish again settling a new deadly record. The coroner's office recorded 136 homicides in 2020. As of Monday, East Baton Rouge is at 140, with 2 months still to go.
I gave her the signs, I gave her all the warnings. But now that won't bring her back.
Maisha's twin sister says Maisha was trying to leave her fiancé.
She had gave him his ring back.
It was too late.
She told him she couldn't do this anymore. And he killed her because of it.
Maisha leaves behind 5 children. Her twin sister says it's now her mission to be the best aunt while advocating for domestic violence awareness.
Actions speak louder than words, so it don't matter how much somebody tell you they love you. You go by what they show you.
Now, Ricks did create a GoFundMe account to cover the cost of the funeral. We have that link posted to beyourproud.com. Reporting live at the Baton Rouge Police Headquarters, Anum Siddiqui, NBC Local 33 News.
Anum, thank you. Well, making us Baton Rouge proud tonight, the beauty and personal care industry continues to boom, and one local artist is now taking her business to new heights. Our Anum Siddiqui sits down in the artist chair and learns how success comes from turning challenges into opportunities.
Yeah, Kellyanne, my makeup is never going to look this good again. She is very talented. Jessica Haynes, better known as Makeup by Jess, beat the odds as a small business owner during a pandemic.
I was like, okay, girl, what are you going to do to shake back?
Back in January, Baton Rouge makeup artist Makeup by Jess was fighting to keep her business afloat.
I literally refunded about $30,000 in one night.
Nearly a year later,
I'm going to take my brush and just work it in circular motion. I hopped on Zoom, started doing virtual classes. Our very first class that we did, in 12 minutes, it sold out.
Those classes included how to do eyebrows, which were a hit since everybody was masked up and only doing makeup on the brows.
Haynes is going strong, now reaching 167,000 followers online.
I'm teaching classes to students all over the world in different countries, in completely different time zones.
Haynes says her business is more successful than ever. She was recognized by Disney Plus, allowing her to do her magic on celebrity faces.
What color lipstick would you like?
Once COVID-19 restrictions began to ease off, Haynes realized she lost clients and is still feeling the effects of the pandemic.
It's been hard to find makeup. A lot of stores have been sold out of products.
According to a study by the Federal Reserve, around 80,000 small businesses were forced to close during the first year of the pandemic.
I was prepared to never ever do makeup again, but thank God that was not the case.
Haynes says she refused to have her business be just another statistic.
during that pandemic, I was able to get myself refueled and refreshed and come back with a brand new set of inspiration, a brand new set of eyes.
And unfortunately, I won't be in her chair again because Jessica is taking her talent to Atlanta. She got an offer to do makeup for a popular TV show, but she is still offering virtual makeup classes. Reporting in studio, Anum Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.